Warning, the following stream contains flashing effects, which may trigger discomfort or seizures for those with photosensitive epilepsy. Viewer discretion is advised. You're back in outer space with the RPG Capper, everyone. And we are resuming EarthBound beginnings for the Nintendo Entertainment System. With a level cap of that being 99. We resume today's session at the following stats. We have NINTEN at level 51, LLOYD at level 36, Anna level 49, and Teddy at level 49. So now, let's get ourselves right back into our adventure, shall we? Okay, let's get right back into it. Okay, as stated before, NINTEN 51, Anna 49, Teddy 49. NINTEN comes in, HP 274 with PB 208. Anna 49, HP 171, PB 299. Teddy at 49 with 303 HP. Alright, and what we're going to need to do now is we'll continue to grind as usual. So let's see how much we can build up this time around. Okay, 2 titaniums, 128 by 10, and 10 power shields. Anna cannot. Okay, these guys are kicking our asses right off the bat. $106 down to Titanium A. Anna's daydreaming. No effect on Anna. Anna suffered 96 points of damage. Not confused anymore, but she did take a heavy hit. $317, and that did not fall to titanium. These bastards really are a force to be reckoned with. Alright. You know, I'm gonna do another quick recovery. Alright, let's take the scenic route around Lake Itoy. Okay, now what we're gonna need to do is see if we can try and force some more encounters from Last Starman and Super Energy. Because I'm noticing all the guides online are kind of crap when it comes to describing fights with the enemies in this particular game. Okay, we've fallen both mooks. I'd like to be able to get some more triple figure damage done on enemies here, though. $182, that takes care of one mook. 99, okay, still, NINTEN has a bit more. He needs to really get his offense up a little bit more, so before he can start doing decent triple figure damage. That isn't a smash. Okay, moving on. So let me take a quick look. I'd like to see if I can try to get all my party members up 5 levels per session. That's the idea. But I'm also going to see how long I can hold out, because unfortunately, I haven't been getting much sleep as of late, because I have a very busy schedule. But at the same time, I also don't want to really stop my... I also want to be able to do my streaming for all of you. Well, let's see how today's session is going to go. Also, for some stupid-ass reason, Streamlabs OBS has updated their environment. They're basically their streaming working. I would just simply say there's just basically their streaming work environment, to the point that they made a significant change to the chat box option. You really cannot select color towards your background or your text anymore. Now you need to have some knowledge of CSS, Cascade Style Sheets, mind you, that's what it stands for, in order to make your text appear in a certain color in the background in the chat box. Unfortunately, I tried to do some, I tried to look for some CSS commands online to see if I could actually change the color of the text to white, so it wouldn't, so it at least would appear properly against the space background. But nothing's working. I kind of think Streamlabs OBS kind of dropped the ball on that recent update, and I hope they fixed it with an emergency patch or something. Okay, in any case, we do need to get back to the area where the Starmen and the Super Energies are, because that's where I want to get the big payouts. And I've been looking through some guides of unders to see if there's any hidden enemies that can give me even more big payouts, but alas, I just can't seem to find it. So I think our best bet is to continue fighting last Starmen and Super Energy robots, so that we can pretty much get some good stacked XP to benefit our party members. And here come the Borgs. I'm not a fan of the Borgs, honestly. I just want Starmen and I want Super Energy robots. But points are points, and I don't really want to run for battle. $170. Power shielding Anna. Here we go again with PK Beam Gamma. And once again, one of my guys has to fall. And it was surrounded by a barrier. Anna bounced back the attack. 15 points of damage, that destroys Gigaborg. So now she needs to Supreme Heal NINTEN back to life. And Teddy will just soften up Omegaborg for 178 points of damage. Omegaborg tries to roast us. 23 points. Teddy bounces both attacks back, 27. Anna's Supreme Healing in NINTEN. NINTEN's fully restored. Teddy attacks Omegaborg for 207, that destroys Omegaborg. Alright, cool. Okay, that's what I want to see. This is the encounter I want. A group of four last Starmen. They can pretty much give me like 400 or 500 points of XP a battle. Judging from what I'm witnessing from the XP accumulators, mind you. Let's do this. Let's do this. 205. Okay, we're gonna PSI shield everyone. And we're gonna fire Omega and roast these Starmen to nothing. But I also need to collect more PSI stones. Okay, looks like that was a 500 pointer. Wait. How many PSI stones do I have? Okay, I have a couple over here. And there's 3 over here for Anna. Okay, so we're well supplied with PSI stones for the time being. Okay, Another group of 4 Stormin. Keep bringing these groups on. That's where the good payouts lie. Okay, PSI Shield Beta all 3 of our party members. PK Fire Omega A, PK Fire Omega C, PK Fire Omega D, and they're all down. How much do we get? We get 400 points this time. NINTEN goes to 52 with Fight by 3, Speed by 2, Wisdom by 3, Strength by 3, Force by 2, HP by 3, and PB by 2. Okay, good enough. Let's head back to the mountain hut to recover. Provided that we survive the journey. But we do have super energy. I like super energy. But if we can get 3 explosions, we can stack up the XP rewards significantly. And Teddy goes after 1 for 159. And we're power shielding Anna. PK Thunder Gamma. 32. Anna bounces that attack. One gets 32. Teddy suffers 31. Anna power shields them 10. Super energy attacks Teddy for 1. We are power shielding Teddy. Yeah, we are now going to give for Omega, and Teddy will go back to this. 1 is down. Teddy's shielded, so we're now protected from the resulting explosion. Okay, we got one boom. I want 3 booms if possible to capitalize on this bug. There's the second boom. Nope, we only get 2 booms. So that means 2 super energy robots fall. Alright. Okay, so we get NINTEN to 52. If possible, I'd like for him to go to 55 for today. But again, it depends on how much drive I have today to do that. And hopefully maybe the game will not, well, perhaps we may not have to go past half after 1 in the morning, but it also depends on how tired I am. But if I'm feeling chipper, I mean, as in really chipper, we can go on a little bit longer. Because I do have some other work I have to do in the morning, like there's a lot more yard work. Namely, I have to pull more weeds, dig up some concrete, dig up some buried concrete slabs, which my landlord, in all of his infinite wisdom, decided just to bury it in the backyard garden because he didn't want to go all the way to the dump to dump off all that concrete. And as a result, it made it very difficult to plant things there, and the only thing that really grows there are fucking weeds, like thistle and milkweed. And wild mustard. But, no, wait, wild mustard's a good one. We can actually make mustard with that, and chamomile. Okay, so maybe it's not all too bad, but still. Anyways, Teddy goes to level 50 by Fight by 4, Speed by 4, Strength by 4, Force by 1, HP by 8. Ooh, this is pretty good stat gains this time around. So let's capitalize on these gains by going back to the mountain hut, resting up, saving, and then get back into the heat of battle. I don't want to see any more members of my party stay in the 40s range. I want to get them well into the 50s range. You know what? We'll PK Fire Omega, the 3 of them. I ain't waiting up. So, 311 points of you see, that's some beautiful damage. That's why I don't want to give up Teddy immediately. I need Teddy on board just to help carry NINTEN and Anna into the higher levels. But we gotta focus more on getting more encounters with Last Starman and Super Energy. And see if we can find a way to make Super Energy robots blow up 3 times. Because I just think it's pretty much a random... It's pretty much just like a random variable check. If I'm not mistaken. I mean, anyone who has more programming experience could probably fill me in on that part. Alright, let's collect some more XP while we get back to the hut. B for 204, Rockwell B is down. NINTEN hits A for 103, and PK Beam Gamma's A and is instantly killed. I need these quick victories, man. Quick victories means quick XP, means less time spent grinding to get to the higher levels. So it is going to be a grind from here on in, but I want to keep the battles quick and productive. So we don't dwell too long on each of these battles. Because the faster we can get victories, the faster we can build up XP, and the faster we build up XP, faster we can build up levels. Oh. But we are going to have to go back and forth between the upper air levels of Mountain Toy and back to the lower levels where the Mountain Hut is. Okay, we already did a couple of levels up, so let's save our progress. $149,447. $5,901 for 3,056 for 4,005. Now this looks like a lot of XP, but to collect, but that should be an issue if we face off against Last Starman and Super Energy robots continuously. So, in order to be an RPG capper, you need to have that focus, that drive, that determination to reach that maximum limit. And I want to show everyone that it is doable, even as tedious and monotonous as the whole process is. And I will keep reiterating this fact again and again and again with every new RPG I play that has a lot of grinding to do. But that's all. But also, if the RPG in question is capable of being capped. I don't use that kind of rhetoric against uncappable RPGs, and there are uncappable RPGs. Wizardry being one of them. And this actually has me thinking that if you guys want me to try a non-cappable RPG, I might be willing. However, I also ask that people just don't hold it against me if I do choose to play a non-cappable RPG, because I don't want to make it look like I'm welching on my own reputation as a result of it. But I digress. That could be a debate for another day. Let's just at least focus on capping NINTEN on Teddy and yes, Lloyd. And then go and confront Geek. Because I ain't confronting the big alien overlord until we at least until we make sure everyone is at level 99. And if possible, with a capped XP accumulator as well. Okay, Teddy took some big damage, but as long as he's not in the double-digit HP, as long as he isn't in double-digit range for his HP, I'm not too worried. But again, I would like one-round victories if possible. Meaning that the enemy takes a turn, and all my party members take a turn, and we do not cycle into the next turn for the enemies, and and our own party. That's pretty much, because that pretty much begins the next round of battle, and I don't want that. We need quick victories, people. Quick victories. Also, I've noticed that there has been a bit of extra views towards my Sakura Wars stream just the other day, and I think I have a pretty good idea why. Apparently, there was a lot of goofing, or there was some very major technical difficulties. No, not technical difficulties. What the hell am I saying? I'm saying performance difficulties where, well, more like performance interferences, where I basically just tried to do some high-pitched laughing and it got the dogs' attention, where they start barking to the point that my flatmates didn't have to just yell at them to be quiet. And then there's also the matter of me trying to do some screaming in a high pitch, but I can't do it properly. And the results are, let's just say, comical and amusing. And if you want to know more about this, then the latest Sakura Wars stream number 6, is officially available VOD as of this stream on Twitch and on YouTube. I would like to keep all of my streams on Twitch, but DJ Dan Clancy thinks that we're not allowed to archive our streams past 100 hours because it cuts into the revenue interests. Never mind the fact that Twitch has already been around for a good decade. And there hasn't been any major issues with that before. I mean, that's least to say about their latest policy change, where they basically give you the option to have your streaming, basically just have your streaming VTuber or your real life person, or relate to your real life self, being used as a model to train AI. And pretty to the point where the AI may end up getting full exposure and full attention, and you may not be, and people may just start second guessing the real individual behind the AI training tool. And I'm sorry to have to say this, I am not training no fucking AI. I actually want to be who I am and attract real people to my channel. I mean, what you see is what you really get with me. I mean, there is an actual individual behind this bottle cap. But unfortunately now the fun of the whole VTuber process has been being put into danger because of the stupid AI training. Okay, anyways. We got Wana against with 180. Okay, she's doing a physical attack, thank goodness, because I hate it when she has to use her PK attacks. $308 points of damage. It's getting easier to fight Wana now. But I still need to get some... Okay, but we do need to start getting some more Last Starman. I don't freaking like these forks, Mega, Giga, or Omega. I don't like them. They don't give out good payouts. I mean, they're pretty much, looks like they're only like, each Gigaborg is like 15 points apiece. Give me the Starman, for fuck's sakes. 169. 98. Omega's down. Okay, so Gigas are only worth 15 points apiece for each party member. There's 60 points for the Omegas. And if it's basically Omega and Giga, it's like 75 points. That's peanuts, man. I want triple figure payouts. Okay, at least when we got ourselves a good encounter, I want the super energies. Okay, smashing Wana for $2.99. That did not destroy her though, but we're getting now. We are getting our guys powered up so that we can pretty much destroy Awana with ease in the foreseeable future. Okay, so power shielding NINTEN. Anna's going to make it Omega and Teddy's guarding. Make sure everyone is protected from the fallout. From the explosive fallout. So we got 1 boom. Now can we get 3 booms? Because that's the big payout. That's 2 booms. If only we could somehow create even more of a loop to the super energy robots exploding. We could simply just get even more XP payout. But I don't know about how to exploit this trick any further. Okay. You know what, we'll just do it like this. I don't need to go up the mountain any further because this is about the best as I can do over here. So we can still get Last Starman and the Super Energy Robots. These are the key encounters that we need to have in this game. And I want to keep the encounters coming. With every new encounter being the Last Starman or even Super Energy Robot. But unfortunately, since the randomization algorithm will permit that, all we can do is cross our fingers. Okay, once again, we get these fucking Borgs. I don't like Borgs, but experience is experience. $182 gigas down. $195. Okay, Thunder Gamma. 27. 33. And that's the end. Okay. So again, that was like, it looks like that was like 75 points of experience payout. Paid out to our party. Okay, we're getting 3 Last Starman, that's okay. I still prefer the group of 4, but this is still supposed to be significant anyway. So we just may end up getting like 300... We may just get 300 XP out of this. $296. Okay, there we go, 300 XP. Alright, we got the group of 4. Right. We're gonna cook all 4 of these Starmen. And enjoy the spectacle. 285 full Starman D. 10 PSI shield betas everywhere. Alright. So now Anna's now into 6 figures for her XP. There's no level up though. We don't go back to the mountain hut until we get a good level up. So this is actually a good spot right here, I think, to help grind everyone up. Okay, again we got Borgs. I don't like fighting Borgs, but I need that XP. 217. 182, 29, 60. $182. 77. Omega's down. We got a laser beam. That's no good for us. That's taking up too much inventory space. Dropped. We can always pick up more laser beams later when we get Lloyd back. But right now, I don't want him back. I need Teddy to help carry NINTEN and Anna to Cap. 146. 88. Stormrunner destroyed. Alright, not too much in that. Okay, I guess we could pretty much try to pick up the pace. Maybe that might help force an encounter with more stuff. Nope, but we did get Wanna and the super energy. That's also another... That's what we need. We need either super energy or we need the last Starman. And I would like to get NINTEN and Anna speed up significantly to the point that they can pretty much move faster than Wanna. Because Teddy's the one with the big speed right now, and he always gets good speed boosts with early level up. Okay, hang on a minute. Okay, so yeah. NINTEN needs his shield. Alright. You know, I'm gonna try guarding and see if destroying Wanna and super energy at the same time will trigger 3 explosions. Okay, we may not be able to test that theory out. Oh no, hang on. Maybe I spoke too soon. Okay, we basically PK Fire Omega Wanna. Super energy blew up. So that's 1 explosion. That's 2 explosions. Nope, only 2 explosions. We did not get the 3rd explosion. Oh well. So it looks like that might have been 250. Oh. Okay, I can't mental map this quickly. Okay, Omega Borg destroyed. If it's just 1 Omega Borg, big deal. It's just Omega Borg and the Giga Borg pair. That's just I just don't like dealing with because that kind of wastes time. Okay, you know what? Hang on. Yeah. We're still in triple figure psychic points, so I'm not worried too much about that. Let's go this way. Okay, so we're getting 3 Stormmen, that means it's an easy 300 XP. Okay, no level up. Okay, Anna should be due for another level up soon. Okay, destroy Giga. 76. Alright. 182. Teddy gets shielded. Bounce back the attack. 43. That's the end of Omega Board. Alright. Pick up the XP. But now we're running dangerously low on HP for all my guys. There we go. Back to good health. But I want to see some actual level up now. Okay, Spore Stormin. See attacks for 270. Okay, are we getting 400 or 500 XP? Okay, on it goes to 50. Speed by 2. Wisdom by 3. Strength by 2. Force by 4. PP by 2. So not much in terms of gains this level. We are getting 500 XP out of it. Okay, so that's done. So now let's head back to the mountain hut to recover. $196, Mook C's down. 102. Okay, being Gamma B, and it's down. Brain Shock. NINTEN is now confused regarding, and Teddy will just deal with the dirty work. We're at 54 points. Mook C down. Okay. $299, Mook is down. Alright, moving on. Anna does not have a lot to work with, so we're just gonna have to, because we need 30 in order to activate PK Fire Omega. Okay, 2 Mooks are down. That leaves Anna using PK Gamma. So we got 12 points to use. Okay. Not much left in terms of psychic power usage, but maybe we might be able to make it back in good peace. $218, it's down. Alright, moving on. Okay, Mook B, well, let's go. $179, Mook B's down. 125, that's a pretty good regular hit, but... yeah, but it's not enough. We need 150 points of damage, primarily, just to destroy a Mook A. Well, like, or any old Mook. So 117 points from that. 218. Move beast down. 100. And it only delivers 8 points. 66. 30. 67. Okay, that's some significant damage. 235 Moke's down. And Teddy goes to 51. Fight by 4. Speed by 4. Wisdom by 2. Strength by 4. Force by 2. HP by 13. Okay, that was a pretty good gain. Okay, so now we've leveled up 2 of our characters. Now we are going to stop at the old man's house, recover, and save the progress for good measure. Alright, 1,086 for NINTEN, 501, 120 for now. Why do we want to save? Yes. Okay, what else? Fate else want to save now? Continue. Okay. All nicely rested up. Back up the mountain we go. Grizzly bear draws near. He has his final attack, and it can actually lead to 2 grizzly bears being destroyed in one battle. $251 points. Okay, but since he didn't use his last attack or even a continuous attack, it doesn't trigger a second grizzly bear to appear in the battle. That's fine. We're just going to continue the strategy as normal. Let's get back to where those Starman and Super Energy bots are. Rush, rush, rush. $235, move beat down. 119. Moke dodged swiftly. Old Moke is ready for attack. Let's auto the rest. Teddy 173 points to Moke, and it's down. Okay, so the 150 points that one. Yep, our kids are pretty confident in their battle. And their battle powers. And their battle performances. Okay, there we go. Teddy, 208. The 199, it's down. 119 and not enough to destroy it. BK free beta, Anna's for 19, and Anna returns in favor with BK for Omega. That's the end of that. We gotta keep these in one round. You know what, here's what I'm going to do. Let's just have NINTEN PSI Shield Beta be a whole party and have Anna just do the dirty work by activating Omega. And Teddy just attacks as regular because he has not acquired any psychic abilities. Let's shield everyone up. No effect. Okay, Teddy goes to full 80,000 XP. Alright, moving on to the upper plateau and getting our cell, and just let's see if we can force an encounter with some more Starmen. Starmen or Super Energy? Yeah. So this will be an easy 300 points to make. $123 points, down. $36, that's pretty significant. Alright, 300 points, but Anna took some pretty heavy hits, so let's have our life up. Beta. Okay, moving on. Juana draws near. 165. 64. That's not enough. It gets 84 points. One is destroyed. Okay, I'm not gonna recover anybody right now. Alright, let's just keep... Honestly, it's just... I kind of like just moving back and forth in this little spot right here. But as we're still getting more Juanas. Alright. $203, not a bad starting hit. PK being Gamma. Anna bounces it back. No effect. Destroyed. No level up. NINTEN should be due for a level up soon. Omega Borg. Okay, I'm not gonna bother casting any shields because this guy... I swear to God, if there's any video game that's gonna bust... If there's any RPG that's gonna bust your balls, it's gonna be this game. I'm not joking. You have a strategy and the game basically thumbs its nose at you. But we are gonna persevere. I'm not gonna let this game knock me down and keep me down. That's the end of Omega. Look, there's 75 points. $254. Okay, 46, 28, 56. Yeah, whatever. I guess I have to try using PK Beam Gamma against her. I don't know why I don't do that. Just keep brain farting on that. Okay, Teddy's in trouble. See? Game busts your balls. Okay, I guess can't be fucking helped. We have to do this. Yeah, that's revenge. That's what you get for basically destroying me with your little PK attacks. Alright. Alright, back in business. Wait, hang on a minute. Let's see what it does. Yeah, I actually would like to have it like this. In terms of HP. And Anna's down. Alright, we're good to go. Star Miner. Let's just blow up this bomb. 251 points. So, okay, easy 70 points for us. Okay, but we do need to have NINTEN up to 53 now. He should be on the verge of a level up. NINTEN goes to 53, fight by 3, speed by 3, wisdom by 3, strength by 3, force by 2, HP by 11, good, APP by 4. Not too much in terms of psychic power, but he gets some pretty decent hit point growth. Alright, let's keep at it. Alright, looking good. Okay, so now that we got NINTEN up to 53, back to the mountain hut we go. Oh boy, and more of these fucking borks to deal with. Alright, we'll just do it like this. Go after Anna. Yes. That's what I want to see. Just go after Anna. She's got the Franklin badge. Seven points of ice damage, you're down. Alright, moving on. 75 points of experience collected. Okay, Wana and the Super Energy. This is a more favorable battle. But let's get everyone's power shields up. I wonder if Super Energy flowing its energy into Super Energy helps create more copies of Super Energy that explode upon usage of PK Fire Omega. I mean, it's an interesting theory to try. Alright. Now let's use PK Fire Omega to create those clones. One explosion. That's 2 explosions. Nope, just 2 explosions. So feeding Super Energy back into Super Energy does not create another clone. But we still managed to pick up some decent XP. Alright, we're good. Now we just have to get back to the mountain hut to save progress. Wait, I think I may have made a wrong turn. So remember, this guy's not worth my time or whatever. 30 points is just peanuts. Yeah, I took a wrong turn. I was supposed to go this way. Alright, let's hightail it. Back to the mountain hut, everyone. Hang on. 10 points. Not bad from Anna, honestly. That PK Fire Beta does some pretty good damage to us, though. Alright, all good to go. Let's talk to Daddy. $9,013. Balance $170,666 bucks. $6,494 for Nintendo, $2,024 for Anna, $1,630 for Teddy. So Teddy's gonna be the next to level up. Continue. Alright. Back out we go. Oh, this son of a whore. Okay, let's just PK beam him. 111. NINTEN smashes for 204. Anna needs to PK beam him and just take him out of existence. Alright. Rush up back to the plateau where the last Starmen are. Burn A, burn B. Nope, that has to be repaired later. Burn 19, B is down. Cerebrum. Collect that 30-point XP for all of our party members. Gargoyle. 306 points. Okay, another Cerebrum to deal with. Easy 30 points. Alright, 2 Rockwells this time. Another 2 points. Another 9. Rockwell smashes Anna for 65. For 19, and it's down. Okay, Teddy should be the next to level up, and then I think after that it's going to be Anna. Okay, we're going to be back and forth in this. We can actually do it like this. Points to a Mega Board. Nine down. 75 points collected. So I can't really do a big effect. Oh wait, I can at least do this. I could just go circles around this cliffside. Okay, Star Miner's down. But let's have some more frequent encounters here against Starman and Super Energies. That's where the big payoffs. There's Star Miner. Super Bomb, but we don't need that. No, we do not need that. Nope, it's just Borgs up here. Yeah, I'm not actually liking this area because there's not enough distribution of Last Starman or Super Energy robots. No, I want the Starman and Super Energy robots, man, because I need all that sweet XP. No, we're going back down here because this is the sweet spot. This is what I think is the sweet spot in terms of encountering Starman and Super Energy. Or even Lana. Go for Anna, go for Anna. Damn it. More fucking Borgs. Lovely. I love fighting Borgs. They're my favorite enemies in the whole fucking game. Points of Borg, Anasaurus 40, Taste Suffers 99. Order 3. Alright, there we go, 73. I don't want Borgs, I want Starman. More Borgs. Ugh! Okay. Okay, that's smack on the frying pan, basically. Finished off that Borg. Let's keep at it. Omega Borg. Okay, that's how I want to destroy them. Just one shot them in single encounters, not dual encounters. So it feels like I can run back and forth easily without being obstructed by a dead shrub or a rock. Because anywhere else I go, I would be obstructed. I mean, I could do it like this. See that? Obstructed by a dead shrub. Or a rock. So it seems like the Giga Borgs have 200 HP. I'm guessing the Omega might have 250 HP. That's just a guess, though. Alright, everyone's fully shielded. Alright, good. This is the encounter I wanted. I gave him 40, and I just suffered 80 if I hadn't raised that shield. Alright, Teddy to 52, Fight by 5, Speed by 4, Wisdom by 2, Strength by 3, Force by 1, HP by 4. Okay, normally I would be going back to the mountain hut, but I do want to get Anna up. She is seriously due for a level up right now. Giga Beam Alpha, that's the weak one. 28 points, that's on par. Teddy smashes Giga A for 294 to Giga A's down. Alright. Yeah, because they already took a significant chunk of damage. The Wanna and the Super Energy. Let's do it. Go after Anna. Good. One boom. Two booms. Nope, we didn't get the third one. Okay, that didn't work, so we'd still collect the XP, but we still need to get Anna to level 51. Alright, moving on. I guess I get back and forth like this. Keep it fast and keep it simple. Hey, Capper, how's the final grind going? Surprisingly smooth, Z-Cat. I'm actually making some pretty decent gains in my levels. NINTEN was pretty much at level 51. I've had him gone to level 53. Teddy appears to have gone like up 3 levels. Anna has gone up a level. She's on the verge of another level up. Let me just see if I can get this in here. Yeah, I was thought that the grinding would be way more plodding, but it's actually not too bad, honestly. And I actually found a good sweet spot just to earn some more XP. I mean, I just have to stay on this one here plateau where there's there's a greater chance of encountering Last Starman and Super Energy robots. So Last Starman, if I face a group of 4, can give me a payout of 400 XP or 500 XP if I'm lucky. And if I were to face off against a Super Energy robot that's teamed up with Awana, I can exploit a game glitch where if you use PK Fire Omega against a Super Energy robot, the game registers an additional Super Energy robot in the encounter, or even a third Super Energy robot encounter in battle. That seems to just stack up with the current array where the first Super Energy robot is, and you pretty much can end up like destroying like maybe 2 or 3 Super Energy robots in the same spot where there is really supposed to be 1, and that creates an XP stack. So I can pretty much get, which means that if I were to destroy 3 Super Energy robots as a result of this glitch, I could even get like a 600 point payout for all of my party members. Okay, and it goes to 51, speed by 1. Wisdom by 3, strength by 2, force by 3, HP by 8, okay. PP by 9, that's alright, I guess. Alright, so anyways, let's head back down to the mountain hut. So, okay, so we got another level up for Anna. Anna's a little bit slow to level up than the others, but I guess that's understandable when you really consider that she has the highest offensive psychic power ability. Did you learn that from a guide or just experience? Interestingly enough, I just learned that from experience. I found that out completely by accident during an off-stream playthrough of this. And it actually, I find it to be a pretty good exploit, which helps reduce a lot of the grind time significantly. And I'm willing to take any shortcuts that can help get my guys up to level 99 faster, provided it does not involve putting in any additional external cheat codes or anything. So in other words, no Game Genie, no save states, and no emulator, and also no emulator codes that I can use just to help hack the game. No, it has to be good old-fashioned playthrough with actual in-game bug exploits. Only the stuff that was put in. Yes, exactly. Gargoyle destroyed. 90. And a PK Beam Gamma's Gargoyle A, and it's destroyed. Okay, so I'd have to see how NINTEN is doing. It's gonna involve another check-in back at the mountain hut. I'll call to Daddy to see where he lies in terms of XP limits. Oops, I don't want that. I just want to insta-kill my guys. I want to get quick one-round victories so we can get the fastest payouts. Also, if you noticed, I haven't been able to figure out how to turn the text white in the background because for some stupid-ass reason, the chat text that is, but for some stupid-ass reason, Streamlabs OBS made some changes to how chat boxes are to be displayed in your streaming window, and apparently the option to change background and text colors isn't there anymore. They removed it, and I thought that was stupid because I actually wanted to change. I wanted to have the option just to select the different colors for my chat window. I have to mess with OBS, yeah, because it may have to involve making use of CSS scripts just to change the color of the font in the background because it's only appearing as black and I don't want that. And I couldn't figure out how to fix this. I tried looking up a quick guide, but that didn't work. I'm not a happy panda about this, but what are you gonna do? 263 to B, 114A, and add PK Beams Gamma just to finish it off. Alright, moving on. We're making some pretty significant progress. I actually thought the grinding would be a lot longer, but no, we're actually making some pretty decent progress for all of our party members. Alright, let's save. $166 for NINTEN, 5,687 for NINTEN, 3,992. Okay, so that's a bit of a good chunk of XP to collect, but that shouldn't be an issue as long as we keep facing Last Starman. Wait, let's check something quickly. Right. How's your day been, Z-Cat? Going okay, I'm trying to finish all the DLC in the Outer Worlds. Cool. I had a pretty busy day today. I actually had to clean up a garden in the back because we're supposed to be tearing it up and putting in a new parking lot in it. I mean, the old garden that we had was just not worth growing anything in because it actually was soil covering up piles of old concrete slabs that my landlord decided to dump in there because he didn't want to take those concrete slabs all the way out to the regular garbage dump. It was just more cost efficient for him just to dump all the old concrete where the garden is right now, just covered up with soil and hope that something can grow out of it. It's unbelievably stupid because there's a whole bunch of weeds that have grown in that area and it's difficult to extract the weeds because of all those little concrete pieces that are in there. So I had to spend like 4 hours outside today just cleaning up the garden. And then tomorrow I gotta do more. Oh, I'm hearing some rain outside right now. Sadly, I think that's gonna create some more weeds. But it better not actually create weeds that'll just sprout up so high that they become, that they pretty much can go all the way up to your waist. Okay, I am not dealing with these motherfuckers. I'm just gonna PK Fire Omega them. I have a feeling perhaps these Titaniums have an HP of 500, which is why they don't go down so easily. And I think that might be the same for Lana. Okay, Star Miner. We're in 11. You're dead. Alright, we're in the sweet spot. And this is where we're going to be staying until all of our guys have hit 99. And maybe I'll even have my XP also at max as well. We'll see. Like the XP accumulator at max. I'm not sure if it's 999,999 or maybe 500,000. We'll see. least everyone's in the 50s range. Okay, at least it's 2 gigaboards. Gigaboards are okay, it's just the Omegas that I hate the most. What level are you aiming for before tackling the boss? You mean the final boss? 99 for everybody. I'm capping everything, because that's what I do on this channel, I cap. To show everyone that it can be done, with a little patience and perseverance. Oh, I didn't realize that was the meaning behind the name. Yeah, I'm just more than a bottle cap, but the bottle cap image is a... My bottle cap VTuber is a metaphor, man. It's a metaphor to the theme of this channel, where we cap RPGs to show that it can be done. I mean, when you're gonna be a Twitch streamer, you gotta have something that stands out from the rest of the pack here, and this is what I think would help me stand out. I mean, it's not gonna help me stand out immediately, because I'm still a relatively new VTuber, but I think years down the road, I think people will start to take notice of what I do here. I assume you were just a big Fall fan. Okay, I know where you're going with this argument. You must be thinking that I'm just... adapted my image from, adapted my VTuber design from Cappy, the bottle cap. Now, I want to set the record straight here. Cappy and I are not one of this, we're not one of the same character, even though we have a design that's similar we have a pretty much our similar body shape, and pretty much similar limbs, and yes, he pretty much can also wear gloves and boots, but here's the difference. Cappy, his job is mainly to promote Nuka-Cola with his Best Bud bottle and public safety videos. What I do here is I play RPGs and cap them. And I also do make drinks, but I don't think these drinks in the soda mention are pretty much fit for human consumption. So there's the difference between the two of us, plus my face looks different, and my voice sounds different. Cappy kind of resembles, his voice pitch resembles Mickey Mouse in a way, while, I have a baritone. Not specifically from Cappy per se. Well, some people might think that I've gotten inspiration from Nuka-Cola. No, it is a big coincidence, honestly. I've had people point out the similarities, but it is actually a big coincidence. My bottle cap design is supposed to be a metaphor to capping. So, like, whenever you're filling a bottle, the bottle's ready to be put out from the production line to the market when the bottle cap is sealed, which simply indicates the completion of the filling process. The RPG capping is pretty much kind of like filling up a metaphorical bottle, where the bottle's the game, and the droplets that fill the contents of the bottle represent the XP and the levels. And myself being the bottle cap being the cap to that bottle of RPG. To that RPG bottle. So as pretty much say, the cap represents the final level achieved, where everyone has their best stats assigned to them for the final confrontation. And my design is a metaphor to that final achievement, and to the process of reaching that achievement. I hope that made sense. Because if that didn't make sense, I'm in serious trouble down the road. But yeah, I do have to set the record straight that Cappy and myself are not one and the same. Cappy's his own Cap, and I am my own Cap. And for the record, bottle cap mascots did not originally start with Cappy from Fallout for Nuka-Cola. There is also another character on YouTube called Bottle Cap, and he was part of a web series, a very short-lived web series. The name kind of escapes me, but there is also that particular character, and there's also some Bottle Cap characters that are just there, that were created from clip art. Makes sense. Also, Cappy was newish and only from Fallout 4. I think we are both enough to not recognize him as a staple of the franchise. Yeah, he's just simply a fun mascot to help promote Nuka-Cola and public safety videos. Plus, he's also in the Fallout Shelter game as well, where he kind of gives morale boosts to all the survivors if you pretty much get them to enter your Fallout shelter. I mean, at some point I may tackle Fallout, but I kind of want to wait until this channel has a bit of a bigger reputation before I do something like that. My biggest fear is that Bethesda might take issue with my design, but there are significant differences between myself and Cappy to argue that it is not a complete and blatant ripoff. I mean, Cappy has a different facial structure than I do. I'm a little bit more anime-like, while he is just more traditional cartoon. You also don't have Nuka-Cola. No, I don't have Nuka-Cola. I'm just a red bottle cap. And honestly, red is a very common color for crown cork bottle caps like myself. I mean, there are different color crown cork bottle caps, but red is the most common color, which is why I also went with red. I mean, Coca-Cola uses red bottle caps, but the one differentiates from myself with Coca-Cola is that Coca-Cola always has that trademark white wave, that white curved line that signifies, that pretty much just signifies the company itself. I don't have that on me. I'm just my own character. Coke has a red cap, red stripe does too. Yeah, red caps are pretty much common. I mean, even certain brands of beer use a red bottle cap. I think Club Beer uses a red bottle cap, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't really want people to get the wrong impression of who I am. Because I generally do feel like that I need to be this kind of character to represent what I do on this channel. It is a metaphor to that. It is a metaphor to that theme. That's why you see the bottle cap before you playing these games. Okay, we have super energy, so let's get everyone shielded up. Oh my god, I just hate when that happens, but Lana still has some pretty big speed, where she could still, where basically she could still be faster than NINTEN and Anna. We gotta fix that soon. Okay, let's use this. Destroyed. Okay, we're hoping we can get 3 explosions, because 3 explosions means 3 super energy robots, and we should be able to get a full 600 points of XP for all 3 of my party members. So it looks like we had a second explosion. No, we only got 2 robots out of it. Oh well. But we still get some decent XP out of it. Which is why I want to keep using this exploit. Alright, we get more. $53 points as damage is pretty fucking serious. Alright, let's bounce back all of that explosive fallout. You ever read about the guy who maxed all the FF7 Cloud and Bear to level 99 to start a year before the first boss? I've heard of him. That's dedication, man. That's some serious dedication. I would, of course, I would never do that. I would, as an RPG capper, my duty would be to focus on areas with the best payouts. Apparently took 2 years. 2 years. Bruh, I actually spent 2 years capping every last skill level for all 4 of my party members in Final Fantasy II for the Famicom. Because that game has a very tedious level grinding system to get all of your levels, to get all your skill levels to the cap of 16, especially with your 4 party member Leon. And I'm going to be demonstrating that again when I play it, Final Fantasy II for the Famicom on RPG Capper one of these days. But I think I have a bit of a plan to help reduce the time frame I'm gonna need to cap everyone's skill levels. Alright, anyways, let's recover everyone. Alright, moving on. So aside from video games, how did the rest of the day go for you, Z-Cat? Super Bomb, we ain't using that. We can't use that now. That's gonna be dropped. We threw away the Super Bomb, and thankfully it didn't detonate. That was a joke, by the way. Okay, so Teddy and NINTEN can get one over on Wana, but Anna's speed needs to be improved before she can get one over on Wana. I did some doom scrolling on my phone, hung out with my cats. Yeah, doom scrolling is not something I really particularly enjoy myself, but Facebook has a way of trying to keep you going by using an algorithm to provide you with pages of certain groups that you might be interested in, but you're not, but you end up still responding anyway because somebody on Facebook made some idiotic comment that doesn't reflect the reality of the situation. And I fall for it every single fucking time. And I'm just tired of it. Honestly, I would have deleted Facebook ages ago if it wasn't for the fact that I have 13 years of memories stored on that Facebook page, plus I have many friends and family who use it. If it wasn't for that, I would have honestly deleted Facebook in a heartbeat, because I honestly believe Mark Zuckerberg has lost his fucking marbles when it comes to running his own platform now. He definitely should be ousted as CEO, and somebody else should come in and help ease the process off. I mean, no more of these ridiculous overuse of algorithms that nobody gives a flying fuck about. And when somebody says not interested in a particular page, they stay not interested. It does not mean snooze for 30 days and put the fucking thing back on our feet again. That's annoying as shit. Oh, if you want to talk about something else that's annoying as shit, when I was doing some shopping, I also had to do some grocery shopping today. I had to buy some pet food. I had to buy like a big bag of dog food and a bag of cat food. And when I was like going into Walmart, I mean, there was this one truck that was just tailing me this entire time, and it turns out he just wanted to get a specific parking spot when there are plenty of other parking spots available for him just within inches of him. Whenever he wanted that particular parking spot, just kept tailing me that entire time. Fucking asshole. Well, I deleted all the social apps accounts years ago, so I really can't scroll social media news sites, which is kind of worse because I've been watching news stories get shorter unless there's more insight. Here's the thing, the only news sites that I actually take a look at anymore are Reuters and Associated Press. I try my absolute damnedest not to go to any of the left-wing or the right-wing sites like CNN or Fox, because I would get pretty fucking depressed. Not gonna lie, I would get pretty fucking depressed, and I do not want to have to be depressed by reading news. I just want to be informed so I can pretty much make a conscientious and objective decision over what should be done in the real world. Sadly, the same can't be said for my dad. My dad watches Fox News like it's a religious church. And all this only because they speak favorably of Trump. And only because CNN did not speak favorably of Trump. That's why he wanted Fox. I personally think he's a fucking idiot for that, because you don't really fix a biased news source with another biased news source. I have a news app called Ground News that's good at pointing out what the left and right are each are not covering. Good at pointing out Ground News, eh? Well, okay, I'll have to look into that. Okay, so kind of lost track of time, or lost track of XP accumulation. I wonder who's pretty much, I think Ninten's supposed to be going up to 54 any moment now. Okay, but we need to get the better payouts. We need Last Storm, we need Super Energy bots. It has a little bar under each story saying who's missing or not covering each story. We know that's good. We should be calling out news stations that are not providing the full details of what's going on in every particular story. It's not cool to mislead the public like that. Everyone has a right to know about all the details that do not pretty much involve privacy protections or all that. Because if you really want people to be well informed and make mature, responsible decisions regarding their own livelihoods or elections based upon what they're being fed, then this is what needs to be done. Because I'm sorry, man, news bias has really hurt the country for these past 30 years, and it's not a cool way to express the freedom of the press or freedom of expression. It's not a responsible way to do it. That's a hill I'll die on. And I speak as someone who is a firm believer in the freedom of the press and in freedom of speech. Oh, here's another interesting bit of story. Apparently, I've just been watching Moist Critical, aka Penguin Zero, on his channel, and he actually brought up a recent news story where this Christian metal band named Demon Hunter is trying to now sue Netflix over the K-pop Demon Hunter's trademark. Apparently, they're saying, basically the whole story was that there was this one mother who was trying to take her children to a concert, to which she assumed was a K-pop Demon Hunters concert, but it was really a concert by the band named Demon Hunter, and Demon Hunter being singular, not plural. and she pretty much misunderstood the whole thing. Thought she was taking them to a K-pop Demon Hunters concert, but instead took her children to a Christian metal rock band concert named Demon Hunter, and she was pretty much so pissed off about it, she wanted to get a refund. And they didn't really want to give her a refund, even though she paid a $500 ticket for that. That will get tossed. Oh yeah, it will get tossed. It's a frivolous suit. Because here's the thing. The Demon Hunter band themselves are trying to sue Netflix over that name, thinking that they have the rights to the name Demon Hunter, when reality is they're only the name of the band in the singular, while K-pop Demon Hunters is called Demon Hunters in the plural. Plus, they have the prefix of K-pop, so there's the difference right there. And another thing, how the K-pop Demon Hunters is a global phenomenon. How the fuck did this Christian metal rock band not know about K-pop Demon Hunters for a full year after the movie came out on Netflix? Demon Hunter is also two generic words, yes, and it's also a class in video games or even tabletop board games. I think even Dungeons and Dragons uses it. And the Demon Hunter rock band says it's part of. They just want to sue because they want to retain their rightful usage to the name, and retain their right to the goodwill of their own band. I mean, no, buddy, no, that's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. They have no suit. It's gonna get tossed away. It's gonna get tossed like a salad. Anyways, Nintendo advanced to the next level. Fight by 2, Speed by 2, Wisdom by 2, Strength by 3, Force by 3, HP by 6, and PB by 4. Right, there's so much prior art. How many books have Demon Hunters? How many books have under the title? Yeah, this predates the Christian rock band's usage of the name by even before the 2000s when they first registered it. So, I'm sorry, the fact that they're a Christian rock band isn't gonna save it. There's Christian belief and then there's cold hard litigation. And nobody's gonna give a fuck about your message in terms of how trademark really works. The law doesn't give a fuck about your beliefs, man. It only gives a fuck about what's there and what isn't. I mean, let's face it, Demon Hunter, the band, sure, they got some recognition out of it, but not for the reasons they think. Now they pretty much have made themselves into lolcows over this. Okay, let's take a look. So we got NINTEN up to level 54. Okay, I think I can go back to the mountain. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back to the mountain hut right now and recover everybody. Okay, so NINTEN is a little bit... I mean, Teddy is easy to level up, I find. I'm actually... I was able to get him up 3 levels, Anna went up about a couple levels, and NINTEN went up 3 levels as well. But Teddy here is a tag-along character. He's not going to be needed for the final confrontation, but I still regard him... But since you had the option to name him at the beginning of the game, I still considered him a part of the regular cast, so that's why he's also going to stay with us until he's at level 99. And by the time that happens, NINTEN and Anna will be powerhouses enough that they can pretty much guide Lloyd to level 99. I wonder if he has a short XP curve because he got him so late. That may be the reason. But I'm not complaining because Teddy kicks ass in battle. His physical attacks are bar none. Alright, let's do some cleanup. No, it's already 5 minutes to 12. Honestly, I'm actually enjoying a little progress, and I think... But I would like to get NINTEN to level 55 tonight if possible. But now that I know where all the major payout areas are... Oh, we got Teddy to 53, cool. Fight by 5. speed by 4, strength by 3, force by 2, HP by 5. Okay, good. Let's keep those levels coming in, people. We need to keep those levels coming in. I would like Anna to level up a little bit more faster because her psychic ability is incredible to use in battle. But I also want her own speed to go up so we can pretty much get one over on the Borgs and also on Wana. And if she can become faster than the Borgs and Wana, then we're really going to be streaming. Well, we're really going to be steamrolling through these enemies on Mount of Toy, like there's no tomorrow. Okay, everyone's recovered. Let's save. $191,014, lots of money. 7,710, yeah, so we have a ways to go, but if we can face off against more Starmen and super energy robots, that shouldn't take too long. 1,055 for Anna, 5,054 for Teddy. By the way, you want to save? Yes. Alright, out we go. No, here's what I'm going to do. PSI shield, then we're just going to use this, and then use this. I'm not wasting any time on enemies in groups of 3 and 4. I really just want to steamroll them so I can at least finish the battles faster. Maybe if we're lucky, we can get Teddy to 100,000 XP. So I'm beginning to wonder if the counter for the XP counter for this game stops at 500,000 points or 999,999, and I fucking pray that it does not go into 1 million, because that would make me head desk so hard. But all I know is that the level cap is 99. And it is doable for me to get there, as long as I just stick with the major payout areas. Yeah, that's not gonna work if your companion's gone, buddy. Ugh, my knees are killing me. Ugh. I kind of need to stretch my legs a bit. But we are in the middle of a stream. I gotta get this done. I'm still amazed I actually managed to put in like nearly 5.5 hours. Well, 5.5 hours on Heretic a couple of days ago. I started that stream at 8 PM, and I managed to go all the way to like half after 1 in the morning, because I was so absorbed in that game. I still wanted to destroy Desparrow, though. Kinda sucked that I wasn't able to beat him. But then again, I was fighting him on the hardest difficulty, and he had cultists spawned all over the fucking place. Plus, I didn't have another ring of invincibility. If I had one more ring of invincibility, I would have wiped the fucking floor with them. But we're gonna have to give it another go in the next Heretic stream, which we're gonna be doing next week. This weekend, gotta visit my dad. Again. Okay, where am I? Okay, we're not in the area where we're not in the sweet spot yet. I just want to face nothing but last Starman. Oh, I hate having to cycle through this thing. Okay, let's keep at it. So you got any plans yourself this weekend, Z-Cat? I mean, like I said, I have to visit my dad, and if we gotta do some shopping, get some more yard work done, gotta apply some more plant food to the plants, then I gotta get a birthday card, because my sister's birthday is coming up on September the 2nd. She and her husband had their 6-year wedding anniversary in Las Vegas. They went to Caesar's Palace as well, and they also managed to see a concert. Oh, they saw the Backstreet Boys live in concert as well. They got pictures from the whole event. And it turns out that Backstreet Boys concert looked amazing. Oh hey, I found the XP table with a level by level breakdown RPG shrines. I can share if you like. Okay, well that'd be cool. Is it from starman.net by any chance, or is it somewhere else? Or GameFAQs? Or another shrine? Because I have been to starman.net, which covers EarthBound, but there is a lot of broken information there too. Whatever you put up there, Z-Cat, apparently it seems like chat got censored. I saw on Starman, but it just had a weird formula. Starman is... yeah, I mean, Starman.net was okay to help me understand some of the psychic abilities for this game. But aside from that, there's a lot of broken information there. Which is why I'm not bringing up the site anymore. Okay, let's have some Starman. Nope, just Wanna again. I'm just gonna have Anna just build up her power shield. So, Teddy and NINTEN. So Teddy and NINTEN are faster than Wanna, but not Anna. Anna has to get her speed up. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Okay, so Teddy's in past 90,000. The website is Shrines RPG Classics. Okay, so Shrines RPG Classics. I'll have to take a look at it. And hang on, Daddy's calling. Says your dad. Now, son, it's not my business, but when I rest. No, not just yet. I see. I know. The Earth faces Christ. Good luck. He always calls you at the 2-hour mark. Always, provided that you're not in battle first. Okay, you know what? I think we're still good for another battle. I'm so sure I don't. Yeah, my kneecaps are seriously killing me, man. I'm probably gonna need to get a standing desk or something, because it's not cool to sit around like this and while your kneecaps start to hurt, because it might be difficult. It may make it harder for me just to move around a little bit later on in life. Looks like NINTEN to get to 99, it's 8,071,613 total XP. Okay, so it looks like the XP accumulator can go into the millions. Okay, so I guess where the game is gonna do that to us. You know what? Fuck it. If that's the way the game wants to play, we'll play it like that. So I'm guessing perhaps the XP counter stops at 9,999,999. And to think, dude, the best way you can get yourself payouts is by fighting Starman and Super Energy. And there isn't any hidden enemies you can fight that could give you major XP bonuses, like 1,000 XP bonuses. Lana called Paula and some other translate. Okay, here's the thing about this. Starman.net tends to call Anna Paula just because she and Paula resemble one another. But Anna and Paula are not one of the same characters, just like Jeff and Lloyd are not one of the same characters, just like NINTEN and NES are not one of the same characters. NINTEN, Lloyd, and Anna are predecessors to NES, Jeff, and Paula. Because, their conflict with Gigas happens a little while after the events of this game. So there is some confusion, and Teddy is also called... They also tend to call Teddy Jack, but Jack is another character who just resembles Teddy in the second game. I screwed up the XP tables for the... Oh, that's SNES game, okay. Okay, well, we'll have to see what happens with this. Hopefully that the XP counter for this game only stops at 999,999 at best, or 500,000, well, like, at max, I mean, but, and 500,000 at minimum. We'll see. Ah, okay. Anyways, let's just, we have 4 Stormen, so let's get on with it. Let's roast them. Let's roast them like a Thanksgiving turkey. I'm just gonna move my bed back and just, stretch my legs, man. I need to stretch my legs, man. Okay, more of these Stormen I face. Faster the payouts, and the faster the like, and it's, I mean, I just want to, I mean, faster the leveling up, I mean. Okay. So I have a tendency to stumble over my own words. It's just the way I am, guys. Please bear with me. Oh, for fucks. Alright. Anna at least got her barrier up. Oh, PSI Stone, I'll definitely keep that. Okay, so... Nintendo has 3 PSI Stones, Anna has 3 PSI Stones, and Teddy has nothing because he doesn't use PSI. Alright, we're back and ready to go. Ready to kick ass and take names. Come to think of it, maybe I'll have, maybe I'll just get Teddy recovered. Alright, moving on. And it's surrounded by a barrier. You know what? We only got 1 4 left. Let's just deal with them. Cut them down to size. 308 points of damage. All right, 90,836. Okay, I think Anna should be due for another level up. Oh, I keep skipping over that. There. I don't want to keep doing that. I want some good XP, man. Good XP. there we go. Anna gets to 52. Fight by 1. Speed by 2. Her speed's still not going up significantly. I want better speed for her. Wisdom by 3. Strength by 1. Force by 5. HP by 1. PB by 7. A little bit weak sauce this time around, but whatever. Okay, she's leveled up, so we'll go back to the mountain hut to save. Okay, so I've decided I'm going to get NINTEN to level 55 and then we're going to call session for the night. I want to increment my guys. I want to increment everyone's levels by 5 first session if possible. Okay, NINTEN was at level 51 when we first started, so he should... I think 55 would be a good stopping point for today once we get NINTEN to that particular level. Alright, let's keep at it. You just gotta have perseverance and dedication. Anybody going to any conventions in the next little while? I have 2 conventions to go to, and I'm running pinball at both of them. HorrorCon and Freya Fest. And I gotta do it because like I said, I've been starting up a business for... it's a pinball party business for myself, and I'm just hoping that this business will take off. If it doesn't take off, I'm sunk. Okay, so now that Anna's leveled up, $4,670 for NINTEN, okay, but we gotta stick with those last starmen if we want to get them up faster. So that was 2,520 for dinner. We want to save, yes. Continue. Get rid of these rock wheels. 97. 1 point. So these guys are peanuts now. But I seriously need Anna to have her speed up more. Because 2 points of in terms of a speed boost, that's kind of pathetic, man. I mean, I want to be able to get one over on Wana, so we'll be able to finish her off faster. $283, P is down. 113. AK freeze beta. 41 points. Significant. So Teddy will definitely be getting a level up before NINTEN does, but that's fine. Faster we can get everyone leveled up to cap, better. Alright, back up the slope we go. Going up here. Alright, back in the sweet spot. the storming coming. Just keep it coming. Okay, got the full 500 points. Gigaboard? Alright, let's do it. Okay, smashing Juana for 347, and we one-shotted her. Nice! Let's keep that momentum going, shall we? We can take out Juana with ease. We're really good at cooking. Alright, let's scrap this board. This is what I want to see. Let's just do all the one-shots against all these types of enemies. Rack up quick victories, which means quicker payouts and quicker leveling. Oh, that's not good. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna have to do this. We're guarding because we need to exploit the glitch here. Point, that's good. I'm not sure. I don't think we put up the barrier for Teddy. Nope, Teddy didn't have the barrier. Okay, now we're doing it. Okay. Let's guard, and then PK Fire. Fire Omega, and guard. Okay, let's see how many explosions we're gonna get out of this one. Here's a second one. Nope, just 2 explosions. Seems like getting the 3rd explosion is rare as hen's teeth. Alright, well, at least we got the XP payout out of it. How's everyone doing tonight? I see a couple more people in here. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh. Damn straight you're gonna reflect that. Game needs a rare enemy like the DQ Slime Babble for massive XP grind sessions. Agreed. At least when I played Dragon Warrior back in the early days of this stream, I exploited the field where the metal slimes tend to spawn the most from. And it was pretty much a good strategy because I got some pretty good payouts out of it and helped get my Dragon Warrior leveled up to the maximum of 30 easily. Okay, make sure everyone has their shields up. $295, that did not destroy her. Metal Slimes and Gold Golems, the Dragon Quest, we eat gold. The Dragon Quest, we eat good. Oh, yeah, yeah. I like the Gold Golem, or the Gold Man. He's actually my favorite enemy in the game. Had a few times where I spawned some Metal Slimes and Babbles and DQ7 Imagine using Monster Master class. Oh, cool. So, EarthBound Beginnings would have benefited from something like this. Wait, did I get a third explosion? I wasn't paying attention. That's one. That's two. That's three. We got 3 explosions. We had 3 bots. Okay, that only gave us 300 points of XP. Come on. No, what? Okay, so again, NINTEN gets to level 55. Okay, let's get NINTEN and Teddy up one more level for today, and then we're gonna call session. We've been making some pretty good time here, honestly. Anyways, here, let's get these guys up. I would like to attack Omega Bar, but Omega Bar has a higher HP. It's easier to just get the quick win over Giga here. $53. Anna bounces. Boar gets 30 points out of it. Teddy suffers 54. Anna power shields NINTEN. So, and my foot's asleep. Okay, now, but no, never mind. We're gonna keep up the fight. 191. NINTEN power shields Teddy. Omega Bar tries that. That's not gonna work. Everyone's shielded now. 36. No level up. Well, I can think back into my time in Maple Story, a few things that were messed up from a few mobs that turned out to be quite broken. Oh my god, Maple Story. That brings back memories. I used to have a Maple Story account back in the day. Back in the early days of Maple Story. I think this was before they were I think this was the pre-Nexon acquisition Maple Story. I had a character in that game called Die You Goof. No, that's really, really, that's the name I gave to my character in Maple Story, and he was like an Ice Lightning Mage. Never got too far in original Maple Story, maybe a little 20-ish. I managed to get my my character to level 44, but I've had different players come up to me and says, you gotta start over, you messed up. That's because I focused too much. I was focusing too much on the projectile magic instead of the magic claw, and I diverted my I pretty much diverted my stat points into the wrong stat. And it was frustrating. On one hand, a mob used to be able to spawn itself at the rate where it might as well be logarithmic. Oh yeah. I mean, slimes and stumps spawn so many times, spawn so frequently. Yeah, I hate when you can't respec and your stats are just bored. Yeah, it sucks. It really does suck. And then you have other players tell you that you fucked up and gotta start all over again. That's discouraging, man. It just makes you want to delete the game. Wait. What did I select? I want to select this. There we go. I still play Last of Lava. My main hit 285. Oh, that's cool. Were you still able to play in groups? I mean, were you able to find some good groups to play with other players in? I mean, if you're a healer, you're pretty much if you're a healer in MapleStory, you're pretty much already a made person. You'll be helped a lot, and you'll be hired into many groups all the time. Though sometimes Soul Game sits me on, so okay. I highly doubt I'm ever gonna go back to MapleStory. I've been too far removed from that game. Okay, 2 explosions. Alright, so that looks like that was maybe only 250. So I guess with every additional explosion we get like an additional 50 points. Just from the way it looks like. Oh. Let's see if Teddy can one-shot Wana this time. Nope, he cannot one-shot Wana. Only one... Okay, I was a little bit worried about Anna there. Okay, let's cut Wana down size. Wana's destroyed. Still no level up. The only characters that could respec are explorers, adventurers, usually jumping between branches of the same class. Okay, that's cool. Ninten's getting low on psychic power, so we're gonna have him squeeze a stone. Alright, I think we're good. Just keep the Starmen coming. I like to fight the Starmen. They give me the best payouts. Damn it, no level up. Okay, more Stormin. Not complaining. I just want to keep the Stormin coming around. I want to keep the encounters very frequent with these guys. Alright, can't be helped. We're gonna have to just put up with Ninten being out for the count for this battle. Okay, but at least Ted gets to go to 54. Fight by 4. Speed by 4. Strength by 3. Force by 3. HP by 10. Nice. Okay, so now Anna has to restore NINTEN. Alright. Okay, let's get her up. Okay. Everyone's psychic power is getting low. I do want Nintendo level 55 though before I call session for tonight. I still think I can make it. '27. Still nothing for NINTEN. Okay, you know what? That's fine. Let's just bring NINTEN and the gang back to the mountain hut for the time being. I just want to check in on an update. Let's just update our current situation regarding our leveling progress. $284. B is down. 120. That did not destroy the gargoyle. Oh, fuck off with this. 107. 52. And 118. That's some serious damage right there. 312, but then we dish out some serious damage right back. Still no... Yep, still nothing. Alright, we're doing it. One Mookie Book. Cut him up for 228. No level up. Alright, moving on. Three Mookie Mooks. Okay, Anna does not have enough to do PK Fire Omega, but she can do PK Fire, PK being Gamma. So we're gonna do it like that. Okay. Teddy smashes C for 293, down. A dodges. PK being Gamma is, and B is down. No effect. Alright, yeah. Psychic ability, so there's nothing to affect them over. 121, that's down. Still no level up. Alright, let's see what the results are. Let's see how much more we need to the next level. 1,976 for NINTEN, that's not too long. 2,960 for Anna, 4,620. Do you want to save? Yes. Okay, so 1,976. Shouldn't be too long as we get the payouts from the last Starman. That wasn't enough. So that's only about 100 points. Alright, let's move. Up, up, up we go. So these guys don't even give me anything for a while. It's just 30 lousy points per party member. Okay, couple Megaborgs. Oh, wait, no. Spoke too soon. A Megaborg and a Super Energy. Okay, for that, we are putting on the shields. There goes Megaborg. And guard. Barrier. Gotta burn this big fuel canister. There goes a second explosion. Alright, that pretty much gives us the 250. So if we get 3 explosions, it's like 300 points. You know what, at this point, it's just better to get the last Starman, because at least, if you face them in groups of 4, you can pretty much get either like 400 or 500 points a battle. There we go. Gigaborg A is now down. That takes care of both Borgs. 140,000 points now for NINTEN, but no level up. Alright, let's finish him off. That was 218 points and still stands, but now he's down. But we need last Starman. I want groups of 4 of these guys. Starminer, alright. Super Bomb, yeah, that's not gonna do us any good at this time. Chucked. Throw away a highly lethal bomb, because we can't detonate it. Gigaboards scratched off the list. Oh, okay, okay. I just love it that you basically, one moment you have endless encounters, then you have absolutely no encounters. Alright, let's do it. Okay, we one-shot Awana. Let's keep up that momentum. Only about 100 points. Alright. That didn't work this time. Okay, scratching our Awana. Okay, 100 points does not destroy a Gigaborg. 32 points of damage. We ain't stopping. Still no level up. Okay, I want last Starman, come on. I want a good group of 4 last Starman. That's where the good payouts are. Would I fare any better if I just walked back and forth along this narrow ridge? I mean, I know it's highly unlikely, but a man can dream and try. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, not PKB Gamma. Oh, targeted Anna, good. Just let it stay that way. Oh, still no level up. Alright, alright. That's okay. I'm not in any rush. I'm not in any rush right now. We still have a ways to go before 2 a.m. Yeah, there's more Borg encounters over here. It's just one Borg after another. I don't want Borgs, I just want Starman. Just another wanna. Alright. Okay, the game's gonna be like that, will it? 163. Honestly, this is the only part of Mountain Toy that I consider to be a sweet spot when it comes to Starman's spawns. Oh my god, this... Alright, let's do it, let's do it. Target Anna. Damn it! Get him back to life. PK Beam Gamma is such a cheap... It is such a cheap attack. Now I know why they had us... Why we were implored to keep those Franklin badges. Alright. don't think it's gonna work. Alright, I'll chance another battle. Another one. Oh. $197. No, that's not enough. I think she needs like, I think it's like 315 HP she has. That's an estimate. Alright, let's auto it. I'm gonna get to 142,000. No, I don't think it's 142,000 for the next level up. Oh, 5. Oh, hey, I wanted still Power Shield Teddy. And Omega, there we go. Alright. Just the usual strategy. There's the second explosion. Two has super energy roll us down. Alright. Let's see. Okay, Anna has the greater P. Yes, she has the greater power, psychic power, so we're gonna life up Gamma Teddy. Get him back up to full. Okay, now, come on, let's have some Starman here. I just want some Starman. Let's just pick up the pace here while we're at it. So I think I could also go like this. Oh my god, just borks. Fuck. Oh. Good. Let's smash them all. Alright, I guess I could do it like this. He gets 312 down. 98. 1. He gave me Malva. 31. Still no level up. Oh my god. We didn't even fall either Borg? We did not? Oh, and this is... Okay, Anna at least bounced that one back, but it did not. Alright. Well, let's do it. Try it again. Off to bed. Good luck with level 55. Thank you very much. I'll be getting to bed as soon as I get Nintendo level 55. Have a good rest, C-Cat. Thanks for being here. Oh, there's a third explosion. Hell yeah, that's what the doctor ordered. Level 55 now for NINTEN. Fight by 3. Speed by 2. Wisdom by 2. Strength by 3. Force by 3. HP by 3. PP by 5. So it's a very minuscule level up. Yeah, so we just only we only went up by a little bit for each of our stats. But you know what? So be it. Okay, we're gonna go back to the mountain hut, rest up, save, and call session. Just get her life up in the meantime. Alright, let's hightail it back to the mountain hut. I don't think anyone else is going to be leveling up tonight. Ah, this son of a bitch again. Alright, we're going to have to do it like this. Okay, let's recover. And that's it. Now let's call Daddy and save and call session. $217,748. Man, I only wish I had that much money in my actual bank account. I'm not even joking on that. 7,342 for NINTEN, of course, because he just leveled up. 370. Oh, Anna's almost on the road. 2020 for, do you want to save? Yes. You know what? Screw it. We can level them up next time. Rest. See you later. Remember, push and hold reset. Well, turn the power off, okay? Slam. Okay. Well, we had ourselves quite the heck little. That was a heck of a grinding session, I'll say. Let's go back to the regular chat screen in space. Alright, everyone. Well, thank you very much for being a part of tonight's RPG Capper stream. We made a little bit of considerable progress on EarthBound Beginnings. Getting NINTEN up for good 4 levels, too. Alright, so anyways, ZCat Plays Games, thank you very much for being here tonight. Bahama Jirai, thank you very much for being here tonight. Nifil, if you're here, thank you very much as well for being here tonight. So now let's just see who we can, raid, shall we? Just give me one quick moment here. Okay, Pokeel is still on, so let's give her a raid, shall we? Alright, raid set. Say hi to Pokeel, the storyteller, for me, guys, and with that, I'm just going to close off by saying see you next time on RPG Capper. Take care and have a good one, everyone, and good night.